Good afternoon, it's Valerie here, doing another one of those nuggets from my clinical day today. It's been an awesome day again of working today with a group of people who are trying to figure out how to manage stress and stay resilient in the midst of a very demanding profession, I guess. And today we did the values driven diary. So the whole group session is basically doing an audit of, they would have done an audit of their personal values. And today was really looking at an audit of their work based values, the things that are important for them in their work. And what we then did was we did a bit of an audit. So the exercise at the back, oh, which way do I move my head? There. Was based on a principle from a book called The Now Habit, which talks about the unschedule. I'm having a bit of space. There we go. The unscheduled. The unscheduled means that when we burn out and when we have a tendency towards perfectionism, procrastination, we tend to overschedule our day and our time into really micro spaces. And so we'll because we are checking, we want to be making sure that we are doing the right thing. We'll be researching, or we'll be calling, or we will be producing. We tend to schedule in a way that, as someone put it in the group today, it was really great. It's like gas, right? Your busyness just spills out into spaces like gas. And so the unscheduled is a technique that basically says that you put in the essentials first into your schedule, right? And so that's one. We were doing an audit. Oh, golly, I really... an audit of some of the other things that need to feature in our diary as those things going in first in terms of the essentials. So we put that in first, and then we actually shade what our commitments are in our diary, and we do a bit of an audit to actually assess whether we've overcommitted. So the first thing is put the essentials in first, which are non-work related. The second then is to shade in our work segments, and we do an assessment to see if we are actually overcommitted at the expense of some of the other things. And then the third thing that we've done today is we've actually looked at our work values and actually done a sort. And that's often very enlightening, because a couple of things come up. Is one is that you realize that perhaps you are doing things in your work week that you thought you should do because you're obligated to do, but also because you've been unthinking about it. You might just say yes to things that you actually really don't feel are that important or meaningful. And the other thing is that it also helps us then to also figure out what are the things that we want to say yes to before we figure out what we want to say no to. So for example, if you're someone who has a work value of creativity and you are actually doing a lot of things that are outside of that, you're saying yes to other things and not saying yes to any projects or any tasks that feed that value for creativity or aesthetics, then your diary isn't really values driven. So that's just a little bit of a nugget as to what we're doing today, the values driven diary. Catch you later.